Hello friends, welcome to our channel TechPart. So friends, hope you are enjoying our videos. So today I will discuss with you how we can fetch the data from database by using the compute node. So first I will create one flow and will show you how we can fetch the data from the database. So I am going to create one message flow. We can create message flow by three types, like right click here, then new, then application, or from here we can create one application, or from file go to open, and from here we can create one application. So I'm giving here name like uh, fetch data. So you can see here my application created here. So click on new and click on one message flow. So give here name. So friends, naming convention we have to give according to our project. So whatever the requirement in our project, so we can give the naming convention like that. So I'm going to fetch the data from database. So I wrote here that fetch data. Click on finish, or you can use any broker, like I'm using here like ESB broker. So finish. So you can see here inside this package, ESB package, my fetch data message flow is here. So once you are creating the message flow, that this palette will open in the window. So here so many nodes are here in this palette: MQ nodes, MQTT, Kafka, HTTP, REST, web service. Some routing nodes are also there. Some transformation nodes are there. So once you are creating this message flow, then your nodes palette will be open. So today I am going to use the MQ input node. So just click on MQ input node and drag and drop here, and MQ output node. So today I will discuss with you how to fetch the data from database. For that I am using the compute node. So friends, this is our MQ input node, this is the compute node, and this is the MQ output node. MQ input node, in this I will send my request, and I will transform or construct in my request in the compute node. Then I will send the response to this MQ output node. So we have to join this like this with the compute node. So in the compute node is the only node where these 4 5 terminals are there. So whenever we will click on this MQ output node terminal, so every time it will ask for which terminal you want to add. So I'm going to add here out terminal with this MQ output node. So this in MQ and input node, it's asking for input queue. So queue name, a valid value must be set for this property. So I already created my MQ input node here. In this queue manager, sample queue manager, my MQ input node in, input queue name is IN. So I am giving here IN and save it. So friends, here you can see so many properties are there. In the future video I will discuss with you about these properties. So today just I am going to discuss with you how we can fetch the data from the database. So in this input message parsing, my data is in XML format. So I am going to set here XML domain, and for MQ output node I am going to give this out queue. So my out queue name is out. So you can see here in this compute node, once we will double click on this, the error will go, and you can see here some ESQL data is here. So I will write here my ESQL code to fetch the data from the database. So friends, you can see here this ESB. So whenever you will create this package, this broker schema, automatically your broker schema will come in the compute node. So I'm going to uncomment this, call copy entire message, because I will copy the entire input message. So that's why I uncomment this. So friends, this call function means this is a call statement which is used to call the function or procedure. So now I'm going to write my ESQL coding. So declare. So like this, so whatever you will write here, just write first word like a D and press Control plus space. So automatically this window will open and you can select from here word and EMPID character and one more declare EMP details as a row. So friends, as we can see, I used here declare. What is the meaning of this declare? Declare means to declares one or more variables which in which we can store the temporary value. It is used to store the temporary values. So now I'm going to set a use set statement. So empid is equal to select. So friends, as I told you that today I will discuss with you how we can fetch the data from the database. So for that we have to use this select query, and this by using this select query we will fetch the data from the database. So select star from your table, your schema name. I will show you, let me write this, and your table name where employee ID is equal to 1 2 3 4. Okay. Friends, let me show you this. This is my table. This is my schema name as PGW, and this is my table name employee. And in this employee, you can see here columns. This is the column employee ID, EMPID, country, first name, last name, middle name, location, and role. So I already created this table in the under this PGW schema, and these are the columns, and I insert some data in this table, which is the 1 2 3 4 5 and 2 3 4 5 something data is there in this. So by using this select statement, we are going to fetch the data from this employee table, and in data where employee ID is equal to 1 2 3 4. As you can see, employee ID is 1 2 3 4 here. So again set employee details is equal to pass through employee ID So friends, I used here this set statement. Why we are using this set statement? We are using this set statement to assign a value to the variable. So friends, this set statement, it's generally used in this compute node, for which we are using to change the field of the original message or to add some new fields in this message. Friends, this set statement is also useful in filter node or database node to set or declare variables or field in environment or local environment tree. And friends, so what is this pass through statement? This pass through statement, it takes a character value, or we can say that it takes a character value and it passes SQL statement to the external database. So it issues the command to it issues admin command to the database. So that's why we are using this pass through statement. So in you can see here this return true. So this return meaning whatever the function or procedure is going on or is in running state. So this return means this return means to stop that function or procedure and pass this control back to the caller. That's why we are writing here this return true. So I'm going to save this. So as we are using the compute node, and in compute node we are writing the select query, so we have to give the data source name. So let me show you once ODBC. First we have to create the database data source name. So friends, what is this ODBC? ODBC is used to connect your application to the database. So if we are using the compute node, then we have to use the ODBC. So we can update the database table by using the ODBC, and for ODBC we need to create the system DCN, which we are going to create now, and mention the system DCM name in the properties of the compute node, as I will show you once I will create the system DCN. So go to system DCN and click on add. Then this is my integration toolkit name, IBM integration bus 10.17. Click on finish, and I will give here any data source name, like I'm giving here like tech, and my host name is localhost, port is 1521, and my SID is test. So click on test connection, pgw, that is my schema name, and my password is connection established, apply, and OK, and OK here also. So this localhost name or whatever the SID I give here, let me show you this. So click on this pgw and properties. So you can see here, this is my username pgw, and this is my host name, port name, and my SID. So whenever we are going to connect this ODBC with your application or with your database, so we have to create the connection, and for that connection we have to know this username, host name, port name, and SID. So I am going to give here tag, this is my data source name, save, and deploy it on execution group. I am deploying this execution default execution group under the node SSL integration node. So you can see here this fetch data application is deployed, successfully deployed on the execution group. So now we have to run some commands in the console window, which is the mqsi set db palms command, which is used to connect the database with your application. MQSI set DB pumps, your integration node name, which is node SSL, your data source name, which is stack, username is pgw, and your password admin 123. And then MQSI CVP command, your integration node name hyphen your data source name. Okay, I didn't write hyphen n. So friends, you can see here, let me show you. With this MQSI CVP command, we are checking the ODBC data source name is this, your local host, your server name, your provider name, your table term. So now I'm going to reload the broker MQSI reload node SSL. So it takes some time to reload the broker. So you can see here the successful command completion. So now I'm going to debug my message flow. So right click on the integration execution group and click on launch debugger. So before going to debug, I'm going to add the breakpoints, and you can see here once you launch the debugger, this small star comes on your execution group. So now I am going to hit my request. So let me show you my request. My request is like this: employee details, employee ID. So let me delete this. So by using RHF util, I will hit my request in the MQ input node. So we are using the RHF util by hitting the request in the MQ input node. So here my queue manager name is my sample and my queue name is in, and my data is here. So click on write queue and your debugger will start. So friends, you can see here this XML say I put on this MQ input node properties one message parsing is XML domain. That's why it comes in XML. If you guys, if you will not select that XML domain, then by default or automatically your data will come in blob format. So you can see here employee details. So now I'm going inside the compute node. So you can see here employee ID, select star from. As we are giving in the single columns, that's why this whole statement comes in this EMP ID. So as I said you, this pass-through statement we are using to issue the command to the database. So you can see here. So let me show you this EMP details. So you can see here by using this select query or this pass-through statement, we successfully fetch the data from the database. You can see here employee ID is 1234 as I give here, where the employee ID is 1234 to fetch data only from that row. So it fetch data from only from that row. And let me show you in the database. You can see here 1 2 3 4 ABCD, this is Delhi, India. So after uh, once it out from this compute node, once your message is here, so it will again come in this message node, where you can see here. Let me show you why this data is not come here. Let me check here in this output. So friends, you can see here, you can see here the data 1 2 3 4 data ABCD and dash 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 something. Successfully your data is successfully your data comes go in the out queue. So friends, like this we can fetch the data from the database and send the data, send that data in this any output queue. So friends, hope you enjoyed this video, and hope you get this select query, and select query how we can fetch the data from the database by using the compute node. So friends, in future I will share with you more videos, like how to insert the data in the database. So friends, stay safe, stay happy, and keep watching our videos. And please subscribe my channel is still if you didn't subscribe my channel, and press on bell icon button to get the notification of new videos. So stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you. Bye.